Come on, if anyone's with me this morning on this film and TV review. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, I'm here this morning. Got some great films to talk about as well. What I've been watching, and these are all on YouTube. If you've got YouTube, you'll be able to get them up. And funny enough, I decided there was a film I seen a few years ago, and it was called um, Ironclad. I thought, well, I'll have a really go with that. So anyway, I put it on, and it's really good. It's a cracking film, and it's historical as well. That's why I watched it years ago. I'll tell you who it's about in a moment. Nick Fadley. Hi Frank, hope you're doing well. I'm all right, thank you, Nick. Honestly, Gary Rigby. Morning Frank. Morning Gary. Morning mate. Paul Turner. Good morning Frank, hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm all right, I'm okay. It's just one of those things, isn't it, really, where, we like a variety of things. We follow football, for example, LFC. So I'm better than LFC. We follow that. I did a pod last night about the current affairs. And this is what people don't understand. Really, I mean it, because they're looking at certain items, and I have to say it again, it's just propaganda. It really is. Then I have a history show, which, that's what I am. I'm a historian, and I love it. I love my little history show because there's so much variety about our history, Liverpool history that, people are unaware of. Then I have all the famous murders of Liverpool, very controversial murders as well. We'll be doing a national murder next week, which is what's horrendous. But it's going to be good. It really is. Believe me, it's going to be good. But anyway, it's just about things that really need to be said, and I'm fed up. Someone said to me, I was on some pod, and I was called a disgusting thing, a nonce, just because I said that this person knew nothing, and that was about the owners of Liverpool Football Club, that they saved us. I'm just absolutely pissed off people saying that these people saved us when they didn't. They didn't put a penny in to save us. They just said to the Royal Bank of Scotland, okay, give us the money, we'll pay that back. They lent the money to FSG. Liverpool paid it back. And another comment the other night was that FSG don't take any money out of the club. I've never heard anything so ridiculous. And yet I was called a nonce. Oh, good God. Gary says, I watched Monster, about a female serial killer, with the gorgeous Christina Ricci. Yeah, she's great. Good actress is Christina Ricci. Very good actress. Monster, have I seen? I haven't. I don't think I have. I don't think I have, Gary. I have to look that up. Paul Turner, I enjoyed that Frank last night. They always say there are two sides to it. You've got anything, and I mean anything, has two sides to a story. Every war has two sides to a story. Hang on a minute, just go through these. And Paul says, that's why I don't watch the news now. They only want you to see what what they want you to believe what they're saying because it's good for them. It's good for them. And I knew all about, honestly, 2014, the Maidan coup d'etat. I knew all about that because I mentioned, I think, last night, I was going to do some ambition I had, and there was three places, most importantly, I had to get to. Four places, actually. And that was Napoli, Dublin, Ellis Island, New York, and Odessa. But, I said, we can't go because it's war-torn. There was a big civil war going on at the time. And people don't realise that. With the Kiev regiment fighting the Donbass area, people don't understand that there was an actual civil war, and Russia went in to stop it. After Russia were pleading to the West to stop this, that's why the UN, in my opinion, is. That's why it's just absolutely ridiculous to think that, Russia went in there just to totally invade another country. Russia is totally different today. Totally. It's not the Soviet Union. You see, look, take Berlin, for example. Berlin was split into four sections. You had the Soviets on East Germany, East Berlin, but you had the Americans, the British, the French on the other side. They had posts. See what I mean? You've got, people talk about like the Soviet Union wanted all this and whatever. What about us? He has an empire. An empire that stretched around the world where the sun never set. That was the empire. You've got America. They got an empire. They're trying to have an empire. They've got lots of countries in the palm of their hand. Us, for example, the whole of Europe, and they're going on about Russia and they want to control the world. They don't. They don't even want to control Ukraine. They just want to bring back into the Federation Russian-speaking people who were being massacred by the Kiev regime from 2014 onwards, after a coup d'etat led by America. Victoria Nuland, look her up and see what people think of her. And when I mentioned Victoria Nuland, no one knows her. Shit, that's what I mean. You've got to know these people. You've got to know them. And the lies spewing out of them. So good on you, Paul. Ridiculous, Frank. That same nonsense thrown about far too loosely these days. They don't even know. Yeah, it was a prison. It still is a prison slang. Still is a prison slang, to be honest, Gary. But once someone becomes personal, you know, and I know, and the chat knows, the other people. Once you become personal, you've lost the argument. You've lost it completely. Gary says, I've been to Napoli, Frank. My mate is there right now, Paul McDonough. He phoned me up and he said, oh, guess where I am? Now, I knew that he was in Piraeus, Greece, that is, in the port there, the other day because he was talking to me. And then he phoned me up yesterday. And he said, guess where I am? Because I knew that he was sailing, you see. And I went, Napoli. He went, yeah. He said, I knew you'd guess it. Because we love Napoli, Paul and I've been to Napoli, Frank. I loved it. All these cities with bad reputation are the most fun. Liverpool, Glasgow, New York, and Napoli. Napoli. Been there. Been to Napoli loads of times, Paul, Gary. And the museum in there is absolutely, in Napoli. It has all the Pompeii stuff. Fantastic. Unbelievable. And, I always remember I went into a pharmacy perché io parlo molto lingue italiano molto bene. And I was with my ex-partner, And anyway, the pharmacist said, where are you going? And I told him. And he said, okay. He said, I didn't realise that you, because I was all sound. He said, I didn't realise that you were a tourist. He said, but your lady there, you can tell she's like a sore thumb, she stands out as a tourist. So I said, okay. He said, where are you going? So I told him where I was going. And he said, one thing, he said, don't go into a certain area. And he told me where not to go. I said, okay. I said, why? He said, just don't go. Please just don't go. So I said, okay then, I won't. And I didn't. But I can't tell you on here why, being appropriate. Oh, there's Norman. Morning, Frank and chat. Hey, Norman. And the Italians treat the elderly with great respect. It is something the UK could learn from, absolutely. They're very family orientated. Very family orientated, the Italians. And I alternate between two when I go away there. I go to the north, where I go to a place called Lido di Eslo, and it's ideal for me now because it's completely flat. I've just noticed that. I come out with these things, they just come out on me because of these bloody tablets. Anyway, it's all flat and everything, and it's a great place to get to the likes of Verona and Juliet's Balcony. Great place, Verona. I've been in the amphitheatre there, where I watched a play, my favourite play of all time, Macbeth, and I watched it, but it was in Italian. It was funny. These two black girls from Birmingham, and they were smashing. They used to sit at our table, for breakfast and whatever, to lunch or evening meal. And they said, we'd love to go to Verona to see Macbeth. I said, so would I. So anyway, I ended up going, she didn't want to go. She said, oh, don't go with see. I said, okay, then. I said, do you mind if we go with them? She said, no. So I went. And the girls, from Birmingham, they were lovely girls. And we sat down, the music starts, and then, thunder and lightning. Brilliant the way they did it. Brilliant. And the next performance was, it was all in Italian. All in Italian. Three witches. And they went, what are they saying? What are they saying? I said, well, if you know a little bit about Macbeth, you should know what to say. But they enjoyed it. They enjoyed the atmosphere. It was brilliant. And don't forget, the pensioners in this country are the lowest paid in the whole of Europe. Greece went into a financial meltdown. And the EU held them to ransom, as they normally do. The EU, don't think that the EU is good, with these bureaucrats in charge, the likes of that Ursula von der Leyen. Don't think that she's a good leader or anything like that. And her colleagues, her mates, unelected. They are unelected. And they run the whole of Europe. And they were just old in Greece. But Greece, one thing they didn't do was take away the pension of what their pensioners were. They didn't reduce it. They didn't do anything in this country now today with this dope Starmer. He's wanting you and I, if you're a pensioner, to be mean tested. I think it's shocking. To each other around the dinner table, it's gone in society now. People just text or eat fast food. There's Daryl there. Morning, everyone. Frankie, my dad. Oh, blimey, Daryl. Just aged. No, I'm only joking. I know you're younger than Francine, so I know. Sorry, I can't really say too much to you, to be honest, Daryl. You know that, why. I hope Austin's, I can't even mention Austin, you know what I mean? You little boy. But you've got to stay strong. You've got to stay strong. Daryl, mate, I'm really sorry for your loss. Keep strong. That's all we can say. Keep strong. We all go through it. And Daryl says, it's okay. It's all okay, Frank. You stream away, my boy. I've got to talk about this film, Ironclad. Ironclad stars James Pure. I don't know how you pronounce this fella's name. Good actor. James Purefoy. Or Purefoy. Is it Purefoy or Purefoy? Very good actor. English actor. And he's Ironclad. And it's an historical one. And it's really good. It's really good. It's good. But anyway, it's about King John. The same fella who gave us our Royal Charter. name in Liverpool. Liverpool. So there you go. There you go. And it's about him. It's really, really good. Very bloodthirsty, by the way. But you have Paul Gambaccini, not Paul Gambaccini. Oh, what's his bloody name? He's an American actor, but has had to be an American actor taking it, his part. And anyway, anyway, you have this, what's his name? Paul Gamby, no, I forget his name. But anyway, it's really good. But you have James Purefoy as an ex crusader, and he gets disillusions with all the killings and everything, killed the ethnic cleansing. But you've got to understand that yourself, why the ethnic cleansing bit. And he goes to God. He goes to God, if you know what I mean, and he doesn't want to kill anymore. And that's where the story starts, when he comes back. It's really good. Ironclad, it's called. Ironclad. You'll get it on YouTube. There's also funny enough, there was 2 films I watched, and he was the star of the boat. But what I had the DVD of this Solomon Kane. I had the DVD. When I got rid of me DVD player, I just gave them all away. So I gave it to someone. So I'd take them as well. A pile of films. And that was one of them. And that was more or less in the same vein. Really, God. Over certain God. But in both films, there's some great stars in it. Some really good stars in it. In Ironclad, you've got the likes of Brian Cox. Great actor, Brian Cox. Charles Dance. Great actor. So, you do have these Derek Jacobi. He's in it too. This is all in Ironclad. You want to try and catch it. It's really good. It's a period as well, and it's historical. It's historical. Norman. Barry Norman was a show I used to watch, Frank. They should do a program like that again. I always remember Barry Norman, and I forget the film. I really do. I forget it. And he said that it was an awful film. Yeah, it was brilliant. It was one. I can never ever, remember what the film was. Yeah, it was a brilliant film, and everybody said it was a brilliant film, and he didn't like it, and he gave it the thumbs down. Nick Faldy. The Untouchables, 1987. I liked De Niro portrait of Capone in that movie. Yeah, but you had the likes of Kevin Costner in that, didn't you? Playing Elliot Ness. Elliot Ness wasn't, when you read the true story of Elliot Ness, he wasn't all that made out of it. There was a fella by the name of Purvis. He was the fella. Not the Elliot Ness thing you get. But it was a very good film. It was a very good film with De Niro. Hope you're okay, Daryl, says the bonkers. And Norman, imagine they did a film on Shankly. What a film that would be. They they could call it Jesus Christ Sunday. You always used to say Jesus Christ. Yeah. They've done a play about him, haven't they? And I forget the actor's name who played him. He's dead now, the actor. But I forget his name. Oh, came to me then. A funny little name. Funny little name. Played him. Played the shanks. Always remember him with a cap on. This actor. Gary Rigby. Siskel and Ebert are film critics. They had a show in the States, same as film 79 with Barry Norman. Excuse me. You've got that Commode fella, haven't you? I don't watch BBC, to be honest. Don't watch it. For my own personal reasons, I don't watch it. Don't watch any. I was on the telly, wasn't I, at the other month? Um, Channel 5. They still want me to do a thing, follow up to Charles Dickens. Also, a certain thing about Charles Dickens. And I never seen it because I don't watch British telly. You might think, oh, why, I don't watch it. And anyway, Lucy Meacock's gone. And I love Lucy. Hey, Chatham Frank says the bunkers LFC. Hey, bunkers. I remember Brian Cox in an episode of Minds in '83. He played a tough bloke in it. He was so realistic. I watched him in a TV series called I think that let me forget it. That's only recent. It's only recent. He's a businessman and he's got sons in America. It was really good, actually. It was that good, I forget the bloody title. But anyway, this Solomon Kane, for example, he's a real tough person. And again, it's a period drama. Pete Postlethwaite's in it, and Alice Krieg, they're in it. And Max von Sydow, he's in it. He's one of the greats in Max von Sydow. And he's in it. And he plays his dad. He plays James Purefoy's dad. But isn't it strange how, two films are followed on the bounce and both of them starred in, and you don't hardly hear of them. You don't hardly hear of them. Excuse me. James Purefoy. But when he's in America making an American film, he always turns out to be a baddie. Always turns out to be a baddie. Excuse me, I just gotta take this. Okay, I've got to answer this, I'm sorry. Anyway, this Solomon Kane, it's good. Again, it's bloodthirsty. Not thirsty, thirsty. It's bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty. And it's really good, to be honest. If you like that sort of thing. And he turns to God because he's fed up with all the, you know, this slaughter, you know. Anyway, he's a soldier, isn't he? He's more or less a soldier. I mean, you just got to watch it, Solomon Kane, and he turns to God, and he's a true warrior. People pick on him and that, you know. Afterwards, after he turns to God, watch it. It's good, but it's a bit like this, the Ironclad. And I've also been watching which is one of the best series. You know the way they say The Sopranos, and they even go further back to Hill Street Blues, which are both of them absolutely outstanding. And as I said, you know, there are other series that are fantastic. The likes of the Outsider. I always remember saying about The Outsider. Someone said, I thought, what's that? What's it? I said, no, that was the wrong Outsider. I said, you've got to look for Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman's one, The Outsider. And he did find, like, you know, he researched Jason Bateman, I should say. And it came up, The Outsider, he watched it, he said it was fantastic. So you see, you've got to be, there's so many, it's like football. It's like football. You've just got to be careful what's. Yeah, there's lots of cop TVs, and you know you could go on one and you're like, oh, that's not it. I'm being honest. I don't think people should be taking money off you. I'm against that. I'm totally against it. Albeit that there are some nice people out there that'll do watch. But, you know, I just don't like it. I don't think they should be taking money. They should be there. If they've got something to say it. Rather than saying, you know, super chat, what the fuck's that? I'm sorry. What's that all about? What's that all about? Awfully sorry about this. Bit of a chest. Bit of a chest. So you see, you know, you've got to have a look to see what's a good film on YouTube, and there are some crackers. As I said, I was watching last week. What was it called? The Lands of the Lost. See, you've got to get these precise. The Lands of the Lost with Will Ferrell. funny. If you can get that. But it's so funny. If you need cheering up like me. When I was on the football show the other night, I had my daughter off last year, and she just went off. And what had happened to their thing died on a computer, laptop. So what happened to you? My laptop there died out. Budgie with Adam Fate was like a pre-minder, but not as good. Norman, I love Cocoon films, mate. Not everyone's cup of tea, but reminds me of me gang. Yeah, Brian Dennehy. Brian Dennehy. He starred in that Cocoon. Very good actor. Very good actor. And it's just a matter, isn't it, really, of looking the way I seen that, you never think of becoming their age. You never think of it. Wish they'd come now to give me energy, to be honest. Excuse me. I came down with a soap during the week, and it affected me teeth. Like the toothache, the way you get it. And I still got it, still lingering. Still lingering. But that, honestly, that Lambs of the Lost with Will Ferrell, it's really, really funny. Anna Friel's in it. Remember her from Brookie? She's in it, and she's good, but she's got this stupid accent, like Cambridge University, but she's talking like that, all right. Really spoils it for me, her character. But it's really good. It's so funny. And then you've got, I just hope people try and get this. It's one of the best. The Accused. The Accused with Gene Hackman. It's really good. And Morgan Freeman. It's really, really good. He's brilliant in it. Gene Hackman in a film, if you're going to watch a film and Gene Hackman's in it, or you see a film and Gene Hackman, watch it because it'll be good. I was watching something last night, and there's a fellow by the name of Lamont, Lamont Walks or something like that. Just before I went to bed, that is. I said, I'll have a look at this. And I put it on YouTube, put it on. And it was about, you see him at this, it's hard to define what this fella does. I've seen him a couple of times. And you see him outside this beautiful palatial house. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm awfully sorry about this. Anyway, he's outside this very palatial house, and it was where Lorna Turner. No, it wasn't. It was where Natalie Wood lived. Natalie Wood. And what he said about her. And Bert Douglas. Never liked him. I never ever liked Kate Douglas. Never liked him. You know, as anything. To me, he always looked evil in real life. Kirk Douglas. Just never liked him. And what this Lamont fella said, what Kirk Douglas did to Natalie Wood. Excuse me, I'm awfully sorry. Might have to finish this. It's really getting me. Excuse me. Anyway, anyway, he says that her mother, Kirk Douglas, wants to meet, being arranged, Kirk Douglas wanted to meet her at this hotel, so he brought her up to a very famous hotel in LA, and she dropped her off. And her mother said, you know, he might be able to help you with films because she was albeit she was a little star as well, you know, child star that is. I don't know, I think she was about 15, 16. And after the meeting with Bake Douglas, because that's what he is, a Bake to me, or was. He's dead now. And he raped her. He raped her. He raped Natalie Wood. And she said to her sister, don't ever say anything. But she's actually come out and said it now. When he died, you know, because as you know, and I still believe as well that Robert Wagner killed her. And the case is still open about him, by the way. But he's in his 90s. And they divorced and then he got married again, you know. But she was warned, don't marry him. Don't remarry him. Because he used to beat her up. You know, allegedly beat her up. It's just terrible. But try and get hold of a fella, walk about with Lamont or something. And he brings you to the hotel, he brings you to Natalie's former home. Well, you know, young girls in those days, you know, they were persecuted, you know, if they were pretty. Natalie Wood. It didn't have shocked me that, but I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't put it past her. And I put the comments up. And you know, we should have heard the comments. Some people saying about that Douglas. But he looked evil. He just looked evil. And one comment said, yeah, you know, people knew, but they made him out to be a hero. So you see. But then again, let's see. Norman. Natalie Wood, the other actor, was also on the boat with Wagner. Yeah, Christopher Walken. Yeah. Christopher Walken. But he's come out now and said that he did kill her, didn't he? The truth. A bit late now, though, isn't it? Because I think Wagner has Alzheimer's. I think can't do anything. He was having affairs with everyone. Him. infidelity. I think that Jill St. John, he ended up marrying Jill St. John. And Stephanie, forget her name. So you see, these things that come out, the likes of that Lamont, that's what you want to be looking at as well. But as I said, there's some fantastic films. And I bet no one's had a look at. Oh, this is the series I was from. Oh, I'm sorry, I never told you what TV series I'm watching now. At the time, I thought it was fantastic. Fantastic. And don't forget that I used to lecture about the Roman Empire and Roman Britain. So what I'm watching again, with Karen Hines as Caesar, is Rome. It's a fantastic series. And that Stevenson fella who's just recently died, that was the first time I've seen him, good actor. And he's just recently died, hasn't he, in his 50s? Just died. So you see, it's that sort of TV series that is absolutely fantastic. It really is. And you'd watch it again. I'm watching it and I'm enjoying it. And it's so true to life. There's the big battles coming up between Pompey and Caesar. Pompey was a fella. So you see, it's a fantastic. My advice, watch. And has anybody watched Spotless yet? I've been saying to people, watch Spotless. It's a cracking series. It's not a big long series or anything. It's an Anglo-French thing, and it's brilliant. You get it on Netflix. You've got Netflix. Just search it. Spotless. You get it. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. You really will. And one of the most important things as well is that when you YouTube and you're watching these films, sometimes you can only watch it once. Because there's a film, one of the films is John Cusack. And it's brilliant. And Ray Liotta. It's a crack. Most probably that you've seen it. And it's called Identity. It's called Identity. And you get that on YouTube. I don't watch these Marvel things, I really don't, because it's everything, like these superheroes, Americans saving the world, and yet in real life, Americans destroying the world. You couldn't believe it, could you? You couldn't make it up. And so, one of them's on it. One of those on it. Funny enough, one of the comments on that Lamont thing about Natalie Wood, which I went, that's good. And it was Robert Downey Jr. and Michael Douglas. And Michael Douglas said something about that incident with Natalie Wood on his dad. And Michael ended up with a black eye. off Robert Town. So, how about that? So that pleased me. That really pleased me. Does anyone get on F-Share TV? No. Do you know what? I was getting that up or something, and all of a sudden this TV, what was it called? TTV. I haven't got a pen. And if you're great readers, don't read that. Don't read that. Cold comfort phone. But my literature classes said they've come up with the new one, you see, because we're coming to the end of this. We're going to do the Crucible. Arthur Miller's Crucible, which is great. So I'm looking forward to that. And Gary says, anyone seen the film Something Wild, 1986, one of my favourite, brilliant film. One of my favourites. It's a brilliant film. Something Wild, I don't know. There's a little bell ring in there. Excuse me. Poor Frank. Frank's dying. Gary Rigby, never seen it, says Nick Fadley. And who starred in it? TTV. What's that? Yeah. Hang on, give me a bloody minute. Just a second, please. Struggle out here. Right. Got myself a pen. This is all lowercase, is it? F-Share. Okay, put us in all location. So I'll look that up later on. I'll look that up later. And that particular thing, Something Wild, Ray Liotta. Can't remember the other names, he says. Can't remember the other names. Those out there will come back to me. Is that about an open air prison? about an open air prison, Gary? Or sort of a prison where people are kept? I don't know. What's this? Bit niche, but Sue to Sue is in it. Not famous or anything, but she is in a band called Suburban Lawns. No, never heard of Suburban Lawns. Never heard of Sue Tissue. Gary says, no, Frank, it's like a road movie stroke comedy thing. James Marsden, if you know who he is, he's in one of those film, like a sex comedy. Those his two young brothers, or his younger brother, and his brother's mate. His brother's mate. It's so funny. It's all right, JK.
Bless, bro. Okay. Good to see you.
Yeah, just talking about a film. It's like a sex comedy. And
Carry on.
well, I'm trying to think of the film, and it's about well, James Marsden's in it. He's a great actor, James, and it's the first time I've ever seen him playing in a comedy role, and it really is funny. And it's about his young brother. He nicks his car because he's got these two girls. Yet this girl on the internet, this woman, on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and they're only young teenagers, and American, obviously. So this young lad's on the internet, him and his mate, they go to have like sex with this elderly, not elderly, she's not old, she's lovely, and they go to have sex with her, and he dumps the car, just takes his brother's car, James Marsden. So funny, honestly. So funny. And road movie comedy, as I said, Frank. Yeah, but so is this a road one. So is this one with James Marsden. Did you see them on the road? And James Marsden's actor. It is funny. So funny. But anyway, so how have you been? You're looking forward to the match tomorrow. And what time are we going on? Because Jason has just messaged me.
Yeah, I think 7 is cool.
7.
Yeah, if that's cool with you.
It's okay by me.
Okay, sound. Because 4:30 kickoff. So yeah, that's quite cool. 7.
Right.
Everyone can catch us on there tomorrow. Then after the game, after a win, I think we'll win tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll win tomorrow. I think Brentford looked okay last week. They won their first game. They say they sort of plays this similar sort of Klopp style of football. Wingers out wide, attackers attacking together, and that they play pretty well actually. But I just feel we've got enough quality to beat them tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I think we're going to win 3-0.
Yeah.
I've already predicted that. I'm useless at predictions, as you know. But I still fancy us 3. That's me though.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary Rigby mentions Robin. Don't mention him. He's useless. Robin Asquith. Completely and utterly useless.
What a surname, Asquith.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is actually.
yeah. Well, Asquith, not that how you spelled that, but Asquith was our prime minister during the First World War. You know, like the sinking of the Titanic, and then the First World War.
Man-made problems. You know,
Yeah, very much so. It's like man-made today.
exactly. Everything is.
Absolutely. And Nick Fadley, IJK,
Our best, bro, Nick.
and he said, 3-1, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, something like that. I was going for a 2-1, 3-1, something like that. Clean sheet, of course, would be good again. But I just feel that we might let one in. Just feel, but see what happens.
Oh, of course, yeah. We just want, we've just got to go out. It's going to be a full house,
Yeah.
a full house. And I know that you said 1-0 and, on the pod the other night and, a couple of others.
2-0.
And
No, 2-0.
I said, is it all coming out with a very fine margin, very
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So the confidence isn't there, and that's being truthful by me, because I'm very confident that we beat these Brentford. Very confident, and it'll be a good score. The likes of 3-0. That's what I predict, and we should on paper, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
But
I just feel that we'll win. I know that. I just got that feeling we will win. But the thing is, I think Brentford will cause us more problems than Ipswich did. Better outfit. I like their manager as well, Thomas Frank.
yeah,
I would have actually took Thomas Frank. He was one name I said early on. Who were the guys you were looking at? And Thomas Frank came up in my conversations. I was thinking, I
yeah,
like the way the guy plays football. He sort of plays a Klopp style, sort of fast attacking wide wingers. So I think tomorrow's game will be a good game. But I feel that Salah, he'll take care of business again.
Can I ask anybody on here if is there any spare tickets? For my daughter Francie. Um, if you know someone who's not going, let me know. I'll buy it, obviously, for it. But it has to go through the phones now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The money's there for you anyway. And I met Robin Asquith in Malta. He lives there now, rescuing stray cats. Robin Asquith.
Do you ever watch Hell's Kitchen?
With Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. Why?
Yeah, no, I've been watching a few of them and stuff, and I realized the way they're all taught to get in these good books, at the start of the tournament, and then slowly the animal comes out of them. And I also realized they're very selfish in the way that I want to be number one, and I'm going to do this. And I realized in England we're not really like that. We're going to say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Where in America they are more likely to say things like that, like some of the people in the program, very sort of. I wouldn't say it's self-confidence. I would say it's just being cocky, I think that's just the way they live over there. Some of them very cocky, sort of. I'm number one, and and it's like the big. What was it? The big dog. Who's the big dog in America? So everyone's shouting, I'm the best all the time. I'm like, yo, that's not a good society to live in.
No,
Everyone's going to
no,
be an opponent instead of a teammate.
yeah, yeah. But Gordon Ramsay, he is a top chef. as you know, and he can fix things. He can fix things in America, especially.
Hmm.
Uh, but it's all orchestrated when you see all the anger and everything. It's
Yeah.
all, do you want to punch Gordon Ramsay on this? But
There's, yeah, yeah. One dude out of all of them, he tried it on. He got proper face to face with him and stuff, and then later on, he ended up becoming a big time chef.
really,
Yeah, yeah, he became big time. But he's just like for me, I think he just did it for the attention, so people remember that guy. Because there's so many people in that program. How you going to stick out is either being a total idiot and cocky, so you stick out, and I think that's what they tried to do in that program as well.
yeah. Ali the Noose. Frank, I have a cousin who plays a role in a film called Hellraiser, like 20 years ago. I was, every Christmas I always used to be ex's mother's the Christmas dinner, her family. We always used to go to the Arkles, for a drink before Christmas dinner. And anyway, through this, I met this fella named Pete Atkins through a friend of mine who used to play badminton with. And anyway, he's chatting to me, this fella. And, like his, my mate, it, it, it was his brother-in-law, Pete Atkins, his brother-in-law. And his brother-in-law, believe it or not, was the screenwriter for the Hellraiser stuff. The Hellraiser stuff. Honest to God, this happened. Honest. Believe this. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, just chatting, having a laugh. And he said to me, no, I didn't know nothing about Hellraiser. I knew that a Liverpool lad wrote them. I forget his name's escaped me. Anyway, it will come to me though. It will come to me. But anyway, he said to me, and he was looking, and we were talking, he was calling me over all the time, just calling, because I was in company, I was in their company, and, friends of mine. And he kept, Frank, come over a minute. Well, so anyway, he looked at me and he said, listen. And he was telling me about, he was over in Hollywood and he was invited to Francis Ford Coppola's home because Francis Ford Coppola wanted him to do a screenplay for the film. And he said, I can't, I'm actually working on this one now. And it was Hellraiser. It was Hellraiser 1 or 2, I'm not quite sure. And he was over there seeing somebody, Pete. Anyway, he said to me, how would you like to be in Hellraiser? I said, me? I said, I'm not an actor. He said, no. He said, and he mentioned my face. He said, you'd be ideal for this part, this particular part. You would be ideal. And I said, oh. And, I'm sure. I said, no. I said, anyway, that's genuine that he wanted me to be in this. So a few years later, and one of the lads who was there with at the, like in the Arkles having this Christmas drink. Uh, he called me over. He said, "Do you ever remember that fella?" I said, "Yeah." And when you see the credits going up, you'll see, screenplay by Peter Adkins, and he's still a screenwriter today. And he said, "Did you ever watch?" And I said, "No." He said, "There's a fella called Pinhead in it." He said he might have wanted you to play Pinhead. I said, "No." But as I said, I've never seen it, and I did see it later, and I know who Pinhead is. Um, the vlogs. Just got my dad's watching me. He is a big fan of UFO stories. I told him you will be doing a show on that subject in the future. He will be really interested. Told him your story in France too. Yeah, I'll be getting old. I'll tell you when I'll do it. I'll tell you when I'll do that. I'll do it next Friday. I'll do it next Friday. UFO. At 8 o'clock. I'll do it. And I'll get a lad who's a UFO and he's written loads of books on UFOs. Or as they're called today, UAPs. UAPs. So I'll be doing that next Friday. I'll do it. And the St. George's Hall story. Yeah, that was mad, that was mad. The pulling of the door, you mean, the flimsy door. There are things in life that you'll never, JK, you never forget.
Mm-hmm.
And, they could be good memories or bad memories. Excuse me. I came down with a little something,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. But anyway, yeah, they always stick in your memories. Could be a film.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a play. It could be an incident. It could be anything that'll always resonate with you. And there is something like the likes of St. George's Hall, as the vlog says, that resonates with me. But that was more paranormal. The incident in the Dordogne district, that was reality. That was reality. That was it was frightening at the same time. I think you've got a juxtaposition between frightening and exciting. Frightening on one hand and the juxtaposition of exciting. And that's the way reality is today in life. That's the way it is. Wouldn't you say, Jake? Has JK gone again? He goes, fucking no, you vanish.
Paul Daniels.
You do that deliberate, don't you? You do it deliberate.
Paul Daniels.
What? Not a lot. Oh, he got on my bleeding nerves, Ed. Not a lot. Like this, not a lot. But then again, as I said about resonating with certain things, and as I said about it, do you know when you've watched a film, JK, or even a TV series, right? What film has stood out in your memory that you go, wow?
I would say The Matrix,
The
the first
Matrix,
one.
yeah, Keanu, yeah.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, powerful sort of film. I think that's probably one of them. You got your Goodfellas and stuff like that, but I think also The Sopranos. Out of all the, you get box sets and stuff like that. So for me, it would probably be Matrix though. Out of the films, it's like how did they make that?
Yeah.
Did you see? Have you seen the fourth one?
No, the latest one.
Yeah,
I'm
about a
sure
year or
it's
so.
on. I'm sure that's on YouTube as well. It came out. It's
Hmm.
like lots of latest films. And I keep going on about this. Jason Statham, can't stand them. Um, The Beekeeper 1 and 2 is on there, but also A Quiet Place, the prequel to all the other two Quiet Places. It's a prequel. It's the first day of this Quiet Place. It's incredible. It's on YouTube. It really is on YouTube. Couldn't believe it. And I was looking at it, you know.
Good quality picture.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Hmm.
Perfect. Really perfect. It's not like a pirate, you get those pirates and you go on
Remember that?
stage and it says, a cam. Oh, proper
Yeah,
film.
some guy with a camcorder filming it.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. No, I will watch films like
Yeah, for me, you gotta have the best, good quality picture, even subtitles.
yes.
So you don't miss a word what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I mentioned Marvel there before. I don't watch any of them, I'm being honest.
yeah, same as.
Uh, but what I did enjoy, I don't think it's Marvel though. I don't know whether it is or not, I just don't know. There's Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. I thought that was good, the Iron Man. But I liked that Downey Jr. And there's a film, if you can research it, search for it, not research. And Halle Berry's in it. I think Halle Berry's stunning. I really do. But a good actress. A very good actress. And it's called Gothica. It's a cracking story. It's really a cracking story. Gothica.
Hmm.
I bet you've never seen it, have you?
I've heard of that. I might have seen it actually. I think I might have seen that, but long time ago.
She's I'll tell you what she is. She's a psychologist or a psychiatrist. And Penelope Cruz is in.
Hmm.
Penelope Cruz and Robert Downey Jr. So you've got three stars there. It was brilliant. Three very good actors. And if you haven't seen it, people, watch it. Look for it. Gothica. Gothica. I don't think that's on YouTube though. I think you'd have to research it. But as I said, the accused. There are two accused. There's one with Liam Neeson, and there's one with what's his name, Gene Hackman and Morgan Freeman. Get the Gene Hackman one.
He was a top actor,
Um,
Gene Hackman.
oh, it's great
Proper
acting.
actor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Soon as
glad
you
you
seen
said.
his face, you knew the film was serious.
Yeah,
As soon as you seen his face, you were like, yeah, yeah, this film's on. You know what I mean?
that's what I said before, JK. I said, if you see a film and Gene Hackman's in it, watch it because it's a good film. I'll tell you who else how to look for if you see his name. I don't think he does any more films today. Is Robert Redford.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Redford, you see him in a film, you know it's going to be good. There was a film called, I didn't half enjoy it. It was a thriller sort of thing. And it was called Sneakers. Sneakers. Excellent. Brilliant cast as well. Brilliant cast. Sidney Poitier, he was in it. Sidney Poitier. Dan Aykroyd, he was in it. And I thought the fella who steals the show is always steals the show, to be honest, is Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley, one of the great actors, one of the great British actors.
He's Indian.
Yeah,
He's Indian,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Played Gandhi.
Yeah.
Gandhi. Do you know what? I seen him in a film, and I forget the name of it, and I've mentioned it on here before, and I think someone got it. But anyway, um, it's about terrorism, and you see the American president, going out as usual. What all American presidents love doing, calling wars and everything. Terrorism, terrorism. They're the biggest terrorists on the planet, by the way, in reality. Anyway, you see the terrorist, the leader of the terrorists, and do you know who it is? He's on the television. We're going to blow up this place, You will have to take notice because I mean everything I say. Beware, beware, infidels. And do you know what it is?
John Henry. Because every time you say that story about the handshake, and he sounded like that.
That
Hey,
man, that's was. But
hey.
but honestly, it's Ben Kingsley. But when you see when they pinpoint him, the way they can pinpoint satellites and everything else and ping him. Yeah, there he is in this tent in the desert. And he said, I'm only an actor. He said, they put me on the off for 2 weeks and put me in here. To tell you, I'm reading the script. It was so funny. Laughing me head off. He's just a great actor. And I seen him with Ray Winston. This is how great an actor he is. He can play comedy. As I said, he was in that Sneakers.
But I reckon,
Yeah,
like when you look at film, they've tried to make the actors and actresses that come out and who are at the top good looking. Where in the old days, it was if you were good at acting, you're getting the top jobs. You didn't care. You've got Dan Aykroyd, Gene Hackman. They're no Brad Pitts, but they were the best actors.
yeah, of
So
course,
yeah, that's
of
what's
course.
happened to film.
Yes, and that's the likes of Ben Kingsley. He's no Brad Pitt or George Clooney.
Yeah,
But he's a great actor. He brings the best out of roles, and from the likes of Gandhi, which was very spiritual actually, and it brings the best. Well, that's why he won an Oscar. That's why he won an Oscar. But he can play comedy. Everything he can play. And I was watching him in a film called, forget the title, and it was with Ray Winston. And he played a psychotic killer.
Mm-hmm.
Not Ray Winston, Ben Kingsley. The way, the way that Ray Winston is, he's all, what's going on, D?
Mm-hmm.
That type of fella, swinging his shoulders. Right. So you could have him playing this psychotic killer. And you'd say, yeah, you'd take it as that. But it isn't. It's Ben Kingsley. Fantastic film. And just for his performance alone. Just
I'll check it. I've never connected to Ben Kingsley as an actor. Yeah, but I'll check that one. I like Ray Winston. Yeah, he's a proper. I like him. He's a right actor. Was it called Sneakers? Yeah.
Sneakers, with Dan Aykroyd, Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier.
Okay.
It's a fantastic film. It really is. So listen, I'm going to finish now. And all you wonderful football fans, I'll see you all tomorrow, JK and myself.
Yep.
Post-match, 7 o'clock. And let's hope for a great win.
Yep. It'll be a good day.
Absolutely. See you tomorrow, JK. Thanks, Jeff, for everything you have done, for keeping me company. And JK. See you all tomorrow, I hope.
Take care, people.
Bye.